Nepal, September 2025. Streets of Kathmandu erupting in anger, young voices swelling into a roar. What started as fury over a social media ban has now become a full-blown uprising, one of the strongest signs yet of a generation pushed to the edge. On September 4, 2025, the Nepalese government issued a ban on 26 major social media platforms, among them Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, X, and YouTube, after they failed to comply with the deadline to register locally, name grievance handlers, and appoint in-country representatives. The government argued these measures were needed to curb misinformation, fake identities, online crimes. But to many citizens, especially the youth, this felt like censorship, control, a silencing. Yet the social media ban was only the match. Underneath was a tinderbox of frustration, decades of political corruption, nepotism, leaders accused of enriching themselves while promising growth and jobs they never delivered. Many young people felt alienated, no opportunity, no voice, no accountability. A movement of voices online had already been calling out what they called Nepo Kids, the children or relatives of politicians and elites living privileged lives, while many ordinary Nepalis struggle just to survive. These images spread fast, adding fuel to an already boiling anger. On September 8th, just days after the ban, thousands, many of them school and college students, gathered in Kathmandu, especially in Maidigar near the parliament. Peaceful at first, but tensions boiled over. Protesters tried to breach barriers, moved toward the parliament. Authorities responded with tear gas, water cannons, rubber bullets, and live ammunition in some cases. At least 19 people were killed, over 100 injured. Buildings torched, curfews imposed. The scene looked less like protest, more like a country in revolt. The protesters, largely members of Generation Z, young Nepalis under 28, students, tech-savvy, highly online, not tied tightly to any of the old political parties, organized loosely, many via NGOs like Hami Nepal, social media, word of mouth on the government side. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli under fire, ministers resigning. The ban was lifted shortly after the protests, following national outrage, because this isn't just about Facebook or Instagram. This is about freedom, about political accountability, about a generation saying, "We will not be silenced." The social media ban has been rescinded, but many of the deeper demands remain: resignations, investigations into corruption, a new system that actually listens. The protests are still ongoing, the wounds are fresh, and the cost in lives has left Nepal shaken. Imagine living in a place where speaking out could get you silenced, where every promise of better is just that, a promise. For Nepal's Gen Z, this moment is more than protest, it's a reckoning. And though governments may change laws, generational shifts are harder to stop. The question now, will the powers that be heed the voice of the youth, or drown them out with force? Because this storm has already changed Nepal forever.